Hi my friends. The sky was just so gorgeous just a few minutes ago. It was really colourful. So quiet today. February morning, and I've just milked Ivy, my sheep. Pheasants over there. Hard to see. And Sophia, she just had her bucket. Okay, I just put the camera in here. You can go and see. I just milked her, and so, yeah, you're a good girl. So the lambs had their bottle. Yeah. So they get together now. Just let them see them. Yeah. So they're a month old now and growing really well. So I can take quite a bit of her milk and give them the bottle, because I want them to be I want them to grow and be really healthy sheep, because they're going to be milking sheep one day. Yeah, that's Freya. That's our new Freya. Yeah, she's so cute. Sheep, they love when you scratch them under on their chest in here. Yeah. And yeah, so I got an email from a young man, and I want to talk about these things he's asking about, how to live off the land and be closer to nature and live on an animal-based diet. So I'm gonna do a little video about that. Yeah. So now we can we can let in Sophia. Yeah. And I have to clean up all this. See, they've been lying here all night. All this dung I put up onto this compost heap, and that's because you get rats very quickly. But I think I found a solution after 35 years how to get rid of rats very quickly, and I'll share that with you one day, because that's the thing, when you make a compost heap you get rats because they go and live in there because it's warm, and you just don't want rats because they ruin so much. Yeah? Yeah. So, and one of the sheep has has worms, I can see, because she's got very runny poos. So I'm going to give her some garlic and then we'll do the video. Hi my friends. So let's go into this subject about living on the land and moving away from the city. So this young man asked me if it's possible to live on the land, to be self-sufficient, and I'm just going to go into this now. So I can understand that there's many people, because I feel it myself, who cannot live in a very high-tech world, and it is quite interesting to think about what's going to happen in the future, because some people are very drawn to the high-tech world and live well in that, but at the same time we are all natural beings, we come from nature, and so although you're a very high-tech person, you have to have some connection to the earth in some way through your food, water, air, but just as I see it, I think we will be people who are more drawn to one world than the other, but we are creating a world that is combining all of it. So you who are very drawn to nature, I just think it's a beautiful thing, and I just believe that you should follow your heart and believe that all your dreams can come true, because of course they can. Man has been living close to nature and living self-sufficiently always. It's very recent that we have not produced our own food. So I can just say that what I've learned doing this for 35 years, what I did starting off was, because I grew up in a little flat in a apartment block, and I had never seen my mother and father doing anything in a garden. So I really knew nothing about this lifestyle. And because I originally came from Australia, my Danish parents went to Australia with my big brother when he was 1 year old, and they had me and my little brother. And they got divorced, and so we came to Denmark, and that's where I lived in a flat. And but when I was 18, I wanted to go and get to know my father, and at the same time I was drawn to nature. So we had some friends who had a sheep farm in Australia, and he was actually a minister my mother met, and I went there to work and to help them look after their children like a nanny, but also as a farm helper. And there I got to learn how to milk a cow and how to not so much grow vegetables, but all these farm things, how to butcher a sheep. And I loved that life. It was like stepping into heaven, because I came from the city and I came from so much friction and so many problems in my family. And here was this family that were just so harmonious and living on the land. So this is where I found out that this is right for me, and to live a simple life and to produce my own food as much as possible, and to live with animals around me. It's just really, really natural for me. So I think some of us have this. It is just the way we are built, and it's very important to follow our hearts and do it this way. So, but anyway, this way of doing it, where you go to a farm and you maybe, later on I went with my husband, where we went on something that's called the Willing Workers on Organic Farms, and we travelled around with our little daughter for 1.5 years in Australia, went to organic farms and learnt all sorts of stuff there. And nowadays it's called the Workaway. I don't think they have Willing Workers on Organic Farms anymore. It's called Workaway, and you go, it's all over the world. You find a place where people look friendly and nice to be with, and there you can you work 4 hours a day and you get food and accommodation. And I think this is a fantastic way to start, because you get to learn so much, and you also get a feel for, is this what I want? Is this the type of animal I want? And it is just a really, really good way to do it, because you don't really need any money. So and I can just touch on being on a meat-based diet, because for the first 25 years here we were very vegetable-based. So I had an enormous vegetable garden, and I grew all our vegetables: potatoes, onions, leeks, lots of cabbage, carrots, just all the vegetables. And we had a cow, so we had all our milk products. We had a calf, 1 calf a year we could butcher. And because at that time they said that beef is not very good for you, you shouldn't eat beef. And we didn't eat much meat, so we sold the meat and actually made a bit of money from that calf. But then we had our sheep for the meat and for the skin, so we would make these sheepskins. And actually we also made our own hay, because the thing is, with grass-eating animals you need a lot of land. And I think the most efficient animal is the rabbit. So if you have not got much land, rabbits are a really great way to to make meat, if you are living in a place where there's lots of grass. A goat is also a great animal because goats can live off leaves off the trees. So if you don't have much land, but you have little trees and shrubs, you can cut them and they regrow. Make sure it's ones that regrow, and you can feed your animals that way. So it's just important to understand that herbivores need, when you have herbivores, you need a lot of land. And when you're a carnivore, I think the carnivore diet is a great thing and is helping lots of people, but I think it's not really great when we are supporting big feedlots. I think it's wrong, because it's not healthy for nature, it's not healthy for the animals. But if you are eating a half a kilo or a kilo of meat a day, you are eating many cows and many sheep a year. And to have all that meat, the farmers need huge amounts of land. So if you're going to produce your own meat, a goat would be a great way to do it, having goats and having rabbits. So having sheep for milk is not so efficient because they don't make much milk, and they can eat branches, but they need a lot of herbs also, so you need land for the sheep. A goat you can keep on a little area, which is maybe not so, it's better to have them out in the free, but if you can still have a very happy goat on a small area, and you go and get the branches. That's what they do in Greece, for instance. People who have goats, they just have them on a little area that they clean out once in a while, and then they bring them the branches. So that is another way of doing it. I think this was really all I wanted to share right now. It's wonderful that you reach out to me, and if you have any other questions, you're very welcome. I just wish for you that all your dreams come true, and all the young people in the world who wish to live a more natural, self-sufficient life, I just wish for them that this all is possible, and I believe it is possible for them. So this was what I wanted to share today. Take care, and bye.